Mark Cuban, is this true, babyface? He thinks the NBA play-in tournament is the cause of all the playoff injuries. What's the biggest playoff injury? Chris Middleton. He wasn't in the play-in, right?
Well,
Devin Booker. What's he talking about?
Well, it's that the play-in game, it led to the TV schedule that teams have to play every other night. So it's really having to do.
They're not playing every other night. They're not really playing every other night. They were not even in the when we had like 16 teams. For the play-in they were, but for the rest of the playoffs,
I think when your team dealt with injuries and you're looking for excuses and stuff, I think that maybe
when should this end already? Because Luka's banged up, but we should play till like mid-July because of this. I don't know.
Yeah,
Brian, what do you think?
I was just gonna say it made no sense, right? Because I know what Joel is saying is maybe saying it adjusted the schedule, but like Miami and Boston, who are probably the two most injured teams, right? They were not in the play-in game. So I'm not sure what he's talking about. Whenever you get to this round, it's every other game. Did Dallas have a lot of injuries other than maybe Luka being a little sore and banged up?
When we look back at this playoffs, it's like
Hardaway was out, but that was
Hardaway,
before the
he
playoffs.
was going to be out. Yeah,
before the play. Look, Sal, this is very simple. This is why injuries happen is one. Probably to me the biggest thing is, and forget the play-in game. That playing game. That's ridiculous to say that. It's the simple fact is these guys coast through the regular season, and then come playoff time, they're asked to play hard.
Yeah,
and they're not used to playing hard on a nightly basis like they did again. And maybe my memory is way off, and it wasn't like this. But guys used to play as much as they could during the regular season, and then they battled it out in the postseason. They didn't miss games like this, and they were battle tested from the regular season when the games seemed to mean more. Now, these guys coast. How many games can these guys take? They're not resting enough during the regular season. Like the play-in games are going to make the difference. Maybe it's for the fact that they're not in the playoff type of shape, because they're coasting the whole regular season and taking too many games off during the regular season. Maybe that's the problem. Or just do this. Shorten the freaking season by now.
That's it. Mark Cuban knows that's the answer. Shorten the regular season, but it affects his bottom line. So he's never going to say anything. He'd rather just get rid of the play-in tournament, which his team doesn't compete in anyway. So, of course. Yeah, you're right. But again, it's weird because, why were the Anthony Masons able to bang every other Charles Oakley's when we grew up? I know we sound like old men here. Why were pitchers able? Why were there so many more complete games? There's just a handful now. I don't know. I don't think bodies were built differently. I don't think the
those guys
programs are that different.
Those guys, like the mentioned Sal, you guys, Lambert, those guys would kill each other. Absolutely kill each other down low. It was crazy, and none of those guys would miss the next playoff game.
That's what I mean.
You're asking my guy to take a wide open shot on a Tuesday and then do it again on a Thursday? 15 times a game? That's stupid. James Worthy went a little far. James Worthy said the other day, all they do is modern players practice threes, get tattoos, and tweet. So I don't think that's fair. Not all of them have tattoos.
Yeah, I mean, the tattoo thing really means nothing. The social media, I guess, is the pain in the ass thing for the players. But I mean, he can say
tattoos take a long time, Brian.
I will say the practice.
That's why you have to tweet during
I will say, I will say though, I'm sure these players nowadays practice and train 24/7. I guarantee those guys back in the day, for the most part, right? I mean, they were maybe playing pickup ball, but they didn't have the general routine that these guys do.
Well, this is what sucks, though, too. Like, what with the Heat the other day? It's just a 3-point competition where they're 7 of 45, and it just means, and if you shoot that well or that terrible, you're going to have terrible games. They're going to be boring. They're going to lead to blowouts because you're not going to be able to catch up scoring. The days of, I mean, I know, like Sal, you said, makes it sound old, but boy, McHale, Parrish, Ewing, Akeem, posting up down low, that part of the game has just totally disappeared. I mean, Darren, remember Bernard King posting up begging for the ball from Sparrow or Trent Tucker? Catch that down low pass in the point and do the turnaround spin jumper.
Bernard King,
unbelievable.
Small forward, post up, turnaround jumper all day long.
And smooth.
He was my favorite player. Oh, I love Bernard King.
ISO ball was a problem too. It wasn't great to watch over and over and over. But this stuff where, I don't know, I really think they got to move the line back or make the threes 2.5. But Parlay Kid, we played a whole summer. It was a few summers. It was me and you against Kurt Brandt and your brother John, and we kicked the crap out of him. Oh, you're like 26-8 1 year?
Something like that. We played a lot of basketball.
One summer we'd play at night. We'd play until the lights would stay on to like 11 or something. We'd play.
No, we really just playing so we were at Wolf Hill Park, if you remember, Sal. And the lights weren't on. It was like the street lights that were lighting the court. So we were playing in like half darkness.
Well, but, I'm not afraid to admit, I mean, Kurt and I were not good players. We were awash. Brother John was a force inside, but we made the difference. But with you shooting the threes, and John said, threes shouldn't be worth, because I think threes were worth threes and every other basket was worth one.
No, so you played 2s and 1s, right? So a 3 was worth 2 and a basket was worth 1. It's like worth double. It'd be like 2 and 4 now. It'd be like a 4, like in an NBA game being 4 points. So
maybe we started this trend, Parlay Kid. Maybe I don't know. Maybe like David Stern back then. David Stern was looking at this.
Because let's face it, because when you were out of shape and tired, it was much easier just to take a 3 than have to drive to the hoop or work for your basket.
Right.
Right? I'm serious.
Another sport, Darren. Another sport that Brother John's better than you at, though.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. We won because of Darren's
John was the Bill Lambier of pickup basketball. Right, very simple game. Back it down a little bit. Some elbows.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Right? Looks lots a little like Bill Lambier, even. Same
haircut.
He was the Jacob Trouba with those elbows of the early '90s, whenever that was.
Oh man.